Did you know that Philhealth claims processing is like chopsticks? Chopsticks are a pair of thin, narrow sticks used for eating food. It is best used in pairs. By the end of this video, you will discover that Philhealth can be simplified into a pair of information. You will discover that you can reduce RTH and denied claims by focusing on specific information required by Philhealth. After spending 2 decades in claims processing, I have noticed that many providers overcomplicate claims processing. There seems to be too much unvalidated information. There are too many false assumptions. The CF4 must be done this way. Case rate is this, case rate and that. Do not do this and do not do that. Many actions have no basis. So things end up disorganized. So everybody is doing trial and error in preparing claims, hoping that at least one of their guesses will be correct. Now, as a result, claims end up RTH, denied, or goes to legal. Let us not overcomplicate things. Philhealth will pay your claims as long as the information in your claim forms is correct, complete, and consistent. Now, many will say, we do not control the information. We cannot monitor what is written in the charts or in the billing statement. We do not have time. We do not have resources to do it. Many will say, it's very complicated. I cannot control my doctors. I cannot control my residents, nor control the nurses. Much more, I cannot control what they write in the claim. My friends, Philhealth will not accept that. They will always assume that whatever is happening in your hospital is all under your control. You have no choice but to manage and monitor all Philhealth-related activities in your hospital. If you want to be paid, manage the issues. So, here is a simplified analogy for you. Philhealth claims are like chopsticks because information required in claim forms is in pairs. So, Philhealth claims are all about clinical information and administrative information related to the patient admitted to your hospital. It's as simple as that. Now, the Philhealth claim chopsticks analogy is about the logic of pairs. Now, you see, Philhealth claim will always contain two types of information. Reimbursement is based also on these two types of information. If you want to be paid, start with the chopsticks analogy. Focus on the two types of information. Now, first, the clinical information. So, this involves the medical consultants, medical residents, nurses, laboratory staff, you have the diagnostic staff, pharmacy, and many more. They all provide clinical services. Now, these are all documented in the clinical chart. The clinical information covers chief complaint, history of present illness. You have the physical exam. You have the review of system. You have the progress notes. You also have the drugs, medicines, lab or diagnostic requests, and results. You also have the clinical practice guideline, the OR technique, and others. These are then included in Claim Form 2, in Claim Form 3, and in Claim Form 4. These are also included in the laboratories and diagnostic result. So, call to action. Sit down with them and create strategies on how to get the required outcome. Define their outputs, explain to them the reason behind this, then monitor them. If these guys provide accurate and consistent clinical information, then your claims are in good hands. So, the next information is administrative information. Now, this involves all non-clinical information of the patient. So the people involved here are patients, you also have patient relatives, you have the admitting clerk, you also have the medical record staff, the billing clerk, and other relevant staff. So the information covers membership details like patient demographics. It also includes employer details. You also have the contact details and you have the hospital details. Included here is very critical financial information that is required in the claim. Now, this includes you have actual charges, the billing details, the statement of account, the amount of package, you have taxes and out-of-pocket charges. So the forms that have financial information are the claim form 2, the claim signature form, and the statement of account. So your call to action are the following. Sit down and create strategies on how to get the required outcome. If these guys provide accurate and consistent administrative information, then your claims are in good hands. So the goal is to have accurate and consistent information. So the trick is not to swallow all the information. To avoid overwhelming in the information in claim forms, you should break it into two types. Again, you have the clinical and you have the administrative information. Both complement each other. Both are needed in the claim forms. So, next, you can proceed to break down the clinical information into several parts based on the offices or the personalities involved. Then, you break down the administrative information into financial information and patient details. By breaking the information into several pieces, will be easier to manage and monitor. There is a bigger chance that your claim forms will have accurate information. So, in summary, claims are like chopsticks. They are always in pairs. The next video is all about the length of stay. This will be very helpful in terms of medical post-audit. My friends, this is Coach Doc Ben. See you in the next session.